And we are back, folks. Welcome to another edition of the Michigan Football Film Study focused on the defense with the man himself, Vance Bedford. And I didn't know Vance was a motivational speaker. Like if you and now from now on, when you catch us on the breakdown, we always gonna start out with Vance, getting the fans fired up. So his saying let's ride. That's a new saying. The old saying was get on the train. Ain't that right, Vance?
There it is right there. When I was in Louisville, I told the fans, get on the train and gather away to get their butts in the stadium and out of the parking lot from drinking. And we had that place rocking and rolling, baby. So I'm telling fans here, Michigan fans right now, hey, get on board right now because we rolling. We need all your support. Let's ride.
Well, I think it's a good theme as we start out this film study, like I start out every film study with a disclaimer. We don't own the footage that we use in these film studies. It's important to let you know that. So we stay on the good side of the copyright owners and the people who own the footage, right? We only use it for the entertainment, the education, and the edification of you, the viewer, and the listener. All right. And so because of that, no sponsorship, no monetization at all, no advertising, no money is made off of these videos. However, we have come up with a way for those who love the film studies and you want to show that love to help fund the film study by getting on the train, by getting on board and going to that PayPal link right here in the comments, also in the description, to fund the Vance Bedford defensive film study so we can keep him in the life in which he's accustomed so he can get some food for Tiki, right?
That's right.
We got to make it happen. We got to make it
Amen.
happen, right? So get on
Some
the train.
Buffalo ground meat.
Yeah, you got to tell them get on the train, Vance.
But we need you, baby. Hey, we driving the engine, Sam the caboose. We rolling through it, baby. Come on now. We need all your help.
Yeah, absolutely. Make it through a season that, it was a game, just real quick, Vance. It was a game you coached for a long time. You coached in the pros and you coached in college. It just seems like it's hard for a team to get up every single week, but especially in college when you're dealing with 18 to 22-year-olds.
Sometimes it is. I mean, you start reading all the press clippings about how great that Michigan is right now, offensively, defensively, special teams. You have Bowling Green from the MAC coming into the big house at nighttime. It's like, we just can show up and win the ball game. And all of a sudden, you're in a ball game. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, your quarterback throw a couple of picks. You're not running the ball like you normally do. They get behind the secondary a couple of times. They actually dropped one touchdown. Hit the guy right in the hands. He dropped a touchdown. And you and I were talking earlier. Imagine if the quarterback did not get injured for them. He was already the backup quarterback. The guy who came in was a scout team quarterback. And he still threw a few dimes on us. But we had such great pressure. Sometimes some of the things that coaches see that you don't see, we had guys running scot free, getting behind us several times. The quarterback just couldn't find it, couldn't see it because he's a scout team quarterback running for his life.
All right. Well, Vance, let's get right into the film, going with your very first play that I'm going to add to the stage right now. Lightning 2 versus Boot. You've taken us to school on Lightning.
Oh,
You've taken us to class, to football class on Lightning. So this is Lightning 2 versus Boot in the first quarter.
this is one of our staples. This has been in every ball game last year. And all it is that we bring in extra guys off the edge. You bring in a Sam backer and a nickel Sam off the edge. You got to overload from the field, and we're going to roll the cover too. So the entire front, they're angling back to the boundary. So you can see the play right here. So now what they got, they have a puller. They're trying to run in form of a power. Okay, so they doubling to the tight end side. The guard is pulling. He's going to try to either kick out or log the outside backer based on where he is, and the back is going to follow that guy. But see, this is a boot. You can see how we got the protection. This is a boot. So that tight end, he's coming across the field about 12 to 15 yards deep. The quarterback, after he rides the back, he's going to boot out to his right. The slot, 5-yard out cut. The outside guy's running a corner route. So this is a heavy, heavy run play action pass. Good 1st and 10 call. And Lightning is a great call for also 1st and 10 because you think a run or maybe play action pass. So it kind of marries up with what they're doing. If I was Bowling Green, to me, this is a 3rd down play I run on us. If I'm playing the University of Michigan Sam, I'm playing for either Sam or Lightning on 1st and 10 and 2nd down and 5. In other words, Michigan has been known to bring people from the field off the edge. This is a 1st and 10 call. They're going to boot right into the strength of the defense. I mean, those are some things that people are going to game plan. So here we go, right here's light. You can see it right now. We bring the nickel off the edge, little Mike. The Sam back is going to the B gap, and the entire front is angling back to the boundary. So we're gap sound. We got a guy in all the gaps. The outside backer to the boundary, he's a flat defender, which means he is forced. So again, we are bringing a total of 5 guys, 1 extra guy. The secondary is rolling to the field. We got a cloud to the field. The safety is over the top in the half. The backside safety is a half field player. The backer is a curl player. He has a long way to go to get to number 2. And the boundary backer, he's a curl dropper. He's really just straight back after both of them clear run. So here we go. Let's let it run, Sam. Oh, yeah, I want to highlight the backer. He actually did a great job because truly right now, he's responsible for the hash mark. He's responsible for pass. He's protected in the run because of the angle of the front. We bring in Sam and the nickel back. So he has no gaps. He's protected. So that allows him to expand right now and play pass first. Some people say, well, Vance, he has a run pass conflict. No, he doesn't. There are no gaps in there. The A, B, and C gap are protected. So if they run the ball to the side, they got to spill the ball to the D gap. Guess where he's going, Sam? To the hash mark, to the D gap. So he's protected. So here we go right now. He does a great job. This is a great job and a great read by him. I mean, watch this. Oh, this is outstanding. That's a nice job. That is really, really nice. Now, last year, I didn't see him do that.
Right.
He understands the defense now.
Yeah.
He understands. I have no gaps. He expands out. He's in great shape for number 2. They leaked the tight end out late. It was like a tight end screen. That's all this really is. He has 2 guys covered. Oh, that's a nice job. And it's great form tackle.
Hey, Mike Bear Sr., I know you. I know you out there. That's a baby right there, man. He ain't a baby no more, but captain of the team. But you see him growing up in the defense.
That's called growth. He understands what's happening in front of him. He understands he has no gaps and run. His job right now is to play pass first and react back to run second. Sam, this is great coaching, and he's showing that he's a great student of the game because this is great execution right here. That's a great job. I love it. I love it. You couldn't play any better than that. You really couldn't.
And hey, man, look, that's progress. I look at that as progress for the whole unit because we talked about it from the very first episode of the season. You were on those linebackers last year. You were on them.
Last year, I got here. I was to watch this video and have a headache by the time you and I got through. I was like, what are they doing? From week to week, I mean, the run fits. How come they're confused in game 9? The same mistakes they made in game 1, they made in game 9. Something's wrong. Either they weren't taking coaching or they weren't good coached. It was one of the two. I mean, it was a combination of both of them. I have no idea. But right now, so far in the games I've seen great progress. And hopefully we continue to see that as the season rolls on.
Okay, let's go to the next one here, Vance. The second play.
Here we go. This is nickel Sam. We bringing a nickel off the edge versus sprint out pass. I mean, this is a great job. Again, I'm going to go back to this, Sam. It is 2nd down and 9. And we do a great job of bringing pressure in these situations, okay? Now, before you go on, I want everybody to take notice of the 2 receivers. And what do you see? You see 2 receivers at the top. They stack, and both of them are hashed to inside the hash. Majority of the time in a run, you don't see that. They spread you out because a lot of receivers don't block very well, Sam. Mm-hmm. They get in a position to do something a little bit different. So again, you see things going off, hey, bells and whistles. If I'm in the secondary, why are these 2 guys lined up right here? It's an indicator for me right now, okay? And now, last week I talked about the depth of the back. Look at the depth of the back, Sam. Right now he can't do what? He can't go across the formation. If he does, he's going to run over the quarterback. So he has to stay where? Front side. There are a lot of indicators for the linebackers and for the secondary what is about to happen to him. Okay, here we go, Sam. Let's keep rolling. So now, here we go right now. This is going to be a sprint out pass. So in other words, all the front, they just all blocking to their left. The running back is blocking the first thing off the edge. So right now, you have enough guys to block anything they send. They're in full protection mode. They are expecting some type of pressure, but they didn't realize that we pressure primarily from the outside in, not inside out. So this is great if you're running inside pressure, a boundary pressure, but we're an outside blitzing team. So they going right to the strength of our defense, Sam. It's like, thank you. We're finna get a sack off of this play. Let's keep rolling, baby. This is like stealing. So here go the routes. You see at the top. This is a great way to attack either cover 2 or cover 3. You're highlighting the flat defender. A 5-yard out cut with a corner route behind him. Then the backside tight end, he's coming out as far as giving you a 3-level flood. And the quarterback is trying to sprint outside. And my man, little Mike, well, superstar running a car. He did a fantastic job right here, baby. He didn't get blocked. He didn't go inside the back. He played this perfectly. You couldn't play any better than that. I love this. Again, he's showing maturity and understanding what his job is within the defense. Okay, we still rolling, baby. Let's go. Tell him to get on the train. I'm ready to roll, baby.
All right, here we go. So that's Mike coming off the edge right there.
Mike coming off the edge. I mean, it's great. And guess what? When you tell a guy blitzing, Sam, you tell him to blitz the hip of the nearest back, or it's the quarterback. So therefore, if the back goes away, then he goes to the next hip, which is the quarterback. Okay. If the back was away from him, Sam, he goes to the hip of the quarterback, and then if the quarterback turns away, he tackles the back away from him. So again, I call it the hip technique. You go hip to hip. If you do that, you'll be right 90% of the time. Okay, now coverage-wise, here we go right here. This is Sam 3. So the nickel back is going, call him nickel Sam. The safety is a curl flat dropper coming down. The corner is deep outside third. The other safety is deep middle third, the post. The boundary corner is deep third. My man, the defensive end, number 5, he's a flat defender. If it's pass, if it's run, he's forced. And you can see the entire front is angling back to the boundary. So again, we're gap sound. Both backers are hook curl. We're only rushing 4. So that means we have how many underneath? 4 guys underneath and 3 guys deep. That's just typical cover 3, giving you a strange look. It looks like pressure, but it really isn't. So now we're going to highlight the nickel back and the safety. The nickel back coming off the edge, what he has to do, he has to turn the ball back. Remember the term hip technique. And the safety's going to come down and replace him. He's a curl flat defender. So we're going to watch those 2 guys in this particular play. So here we go, Sam. That's right. Oh, great. Oh, look at little Mike avoid the. Oh, you see him avoid that cut?
I did, yeah.
You see that? Wow. Wow. That's special. That's special right there. I love it. I love it. I mean, you putting playmakers in position to make plays. That's all it is. He's a playmaker. So now go let him make a play. A lot of guys that get cut, Sam, when they go inside that guy, well, guess what he did? He did a great job right there. Stand to it. But you know what else? And I didn't say this earlier, but what the 2 backers, Sam, they get a sprint out pass. Those 2 guys expanded. So again, I'm seeing great progress in what they're doing. Sprint out pass. Look at him, Sam. Look at that. Wow. Come on, baby. That's special. That's special right there. If we do that every week, he's playing with his eyes. You can't do it any better than that. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I tell you one thing. We play Rutgers this week, right?
Uh-huh.
My man Shiano, he loves the sound blitz and the lightning blitz. Those used to be 2 big staples of his defense years ago. I don't know if he's still doing the same thing, but I know in the past they were big staples of what he did on defense.
Okay. All right. We'll be on the lookout for that. By the way, Shiano kind of, I don't know if he heard you say it, but he said it looking at the film, Michigan might have the best defensive line in the country. Certainly one of them. You were the first one I heard say that.
Ooh, if you just watch them play, they're big, fast, and athletic. There are a lot of teams out there big, but they're not fast. A lot of teams out there big, they're fat and slow. These guys are big and athletic and fast. You got all 3. They just hit a home run with these guys. They have more depth than what they've had in the past. You don't have maybe an Aiden Hutchinson, a job over on those guys, but the combination of all the guys together and the depth that they have, it's the best I've seen over the past 3 years.
Well, speaking of which, this is right on. We can highlight some of the big fellas down in the trenches.
Ooh. Man, watch this pass rush by my 2 big guys down here. I mean, just beating guys one-on-one. And that's the things we're talking about right now. The nose and the 3 technique, Watch this clean and jerk. Look at that. Both of those guys. Man, they went to the quarterback, said, it's time, hey, you owe our dessert. I like chocolate cake, and I want some vanilla ice cream on top right there, baby. We were rolling. They met at the quarterback. Great fundamentals. Again, Mike Elson, my guy. Watch clean and jerk. Bam, that's sweet. That is nice. That is nice.
Hey, 78 didn't get the sack, but man.
But hey, he pressed it to
right
my other guy. My other guy uses speed to power. 78 used clean and jerk. Just good fundamental techniques. I mean, that's a great job of both of those guys. He got the right last name too. Goody. Hey, I'm goody to eat, baby. Clean, jerk, speed to power, bam. That's a nice job by the two big guys inside. Yeah. I haven't seen that by a lot of defensive linemen across the country when I've been watching games. I really haven't. I mean, it's those two guys, really four guys that they rotate in there. They've been doing that the entire year. And I haven't seen that from a lot of people. I haven't seen Georgia play this year. Normally, they're pretty good up front. I saw Alabama. And Alabama didn't look like that. I see Texas. Texas doesn't look like that. I seen USC. USC doesn't look like that. I mean, they got some big guys, but they more lay on you or they can push. But these guys, they can beat you with speed.
Yeah, man, they don't play no defense on the Pac-12, Vance.
Don't insult those people.
I know they could score 100 points. They score 100 points. So, I mean, but they not playing no defense. I mean, they just not. So, I thought about. I always, kind of think about some of the things you tell me during the course of a game. But I thought when I saw this, I said, man, what the hell, Vance? So you wasn't there for me to ask that, but I was like, man, Vance, what happened on this play? Because it's 3rd and 15, and there's nobody in the middle of the field for Michigan. What happened? So you're going to talk about
Sam, we do a great job disguising, and sometimes you can disguise yourself out of position. And again, I'm going to go back to the things we talked about last year. Can you count to 3? Can you count to 3? Because anytime you push a backer, somebody has to replace that guy in coverage. So right now, this is even Mike. When I use the term even, I'm saying right now we're playing 2-3 techniques. So right now it's 3rd down and 15. So we go to even. So we widen instead of playing a 0 or 1. We're gonna play 2-3 technique. It helps you out in pass rush. Also gives you a better chance of doing different type of stunts and twists inside. Okay, this is even Mike. So in other words, the Mike linebacker is gonna blitz in this situation. So here we go right now. They're going to be really a max protected. So the back is blocking off the edge. You can see the front. They just really block a man on. So the center is going to block to his right. It's 3-on-3. So in other words, in protection, and Al does a better job of me. To me, I look at it as real simple. You're either blocking 3-3, you're going for a slide. So here you're blocking 3-3. So the center is going to block to his right. The back is going to block to his left. So you got the back, the tackle and the guard blocking left. The center, the right guard and right tackle, they blocking to their side. So you're blocking 3-3. Therefore, they should be able to block anything. So now let's look at the receivers. At the top, the guys are going vertical. Now, here in the slot, the number 2 and 3 receiver, they're just running routes to the open area. They're running slants. That's all it is. So it's 3rd down and 15. They're just running slants right now. And the outside guy is clearing out. They're in 6-man protection. The ball out quick. They are anticipating blitz by Michigan. This is a blitz look right here. But now, you see that highlighted area? I tell you what, there's nobody there at all. You can go there and have a picnic. You can have a barbecue. I could do a pork shoulder cooking right there because you know what? There's no wind blowing. There's nothing there at all. It is wide open. So guess what they're going to do? They're going to go to that area. So they're going to get 2 slants. And there's nobody there. So here we go right here. We're going to go to the defense. So this is over Mike. So right now, you can see the 3 technique to the boundary. He's going to rip B to C gap. He's contained. The next down guy, he's ripping through the center to the other A gap, technically, is what he's doing. Okay, now the next end, I think it's number 8, he's going vertical. He is contained. Okay, my linebacker here, he's going to go up and under. So it's like a pick pattern right now. So we're only rushing 4. We're only rushing 4. So we still have 7 guys in coverage. And again, great scheme, great disguise. Because if I'm a quarterback, I'm looking right now, hey, they coming blitzing. The only thing to say you're not going to blitz is what? The secondary. The secondary is showing me a passive look. They're showing quarters coverage, and I think that's what it is. It's quarters coverage. So I don't talk about the defensive end to the boundary. He's a quarter flat technique. In other words, he has first down to the flat. The linebacker to his side, he's a 3-hook player. Both corners are playing quarters technique, and both safeties playing quarters technique. Now, you see the term stress call in front of the boundary safety. So back in about 1992, I used to go visit the Dallas Cowboys when I was working at Oklahoma State. Well, Jimmy Johnson was there, and they had just won a Super Bowl, and they were running quarters back in the day. So anytime you got a 3-by-1 call in quarters, the strong safety would tell the safety at the boundary, hey, stress, that means I got a problem. I'm in a dilemma. I have 3 guys that could be on me fast. I need your help. So you say stress. So now what that backside safety would do, if pass is recognized, he would take number 3 on the vertical route to protect that safety. So that means the field safety could still work 2-to-1. He had to worry about number 3 because the backside safety would take him. Now you can see the back. I put 3 hook on him. I'm going back to this, and I don't know what they're teaching and coaching at Michigan. To me, with number 3, I'm going to tell him right now to hold a slant to buy time for the backside safety to get there. Because right now you got a quarter flat player and a corner. They got number 1 covered. If the back goes to the flat real fast, that means they're going to throw it to that side. So right now, the big dilemma is here to the field. A stress call, that safety is too far removed. But they would imagine if he throw it fast, I can make a tackle before he gets to 15 yards. But he didn't do that. So here we go, Sam. Let's let it ride. We get great pressure up front. So you're looking at the backer, who should have read the quarterback and came over quicker, and the safety needs to get down quicker. So I wanted to make sure we watch those 2 guys, and Sam's going to run it back a couple of times so we can see what happens. 3rd and 15. See my problem? First down. The safety was late to break. The backer was late to break. Nobody was keying the quarterback. The quarterback locked on right now. You're playing with a scout team quarterback. Watch the quarterback. Sam, what are they waiting on, Sam? They just missed the train. The quarterback is locked on and say, man, hey, show me your ticket. 15, what are you waiting on? What's the quarterback looking, Sam? Come on, Ray Charles. Ray Charles won't even break on that ball. And the safety's too slow to break. So to me, if I'm grading those guys, they both get a minus. 15, I don't know what you're doing. I mean, you playing zone, the quarterback is locking up. Go break on the football. What you waiting on? Invitation? You got one. It's called a first down, Sam. Safety. What? Look at cinema through. He looking. What is he waiting on, Sam? And then he gets up there and lays on the guy. Don't hit the guy. It's called football. It's a collision sport. You could call the fumble. Come on, Sam. If he came to the sideline, he's going to hear some words he don't want to hear. I mean, that area wide open. There's number 3 over there. Possible stress call from a linebacker. The quarterback is locked on. I've got a quarter flat player and a corner basically because the back don't go out. They got a double on him. Mm-hmm. So your eyes. Some of these guys, they have no eyes, Sam. They must be blind. They must be blind. I don't know what they're waiting on. I could promise you number 15 had no idea what the formation was. When he went to the sideline, I could promise his coach said, did you not recognize the formation? He going to say, what formation, coach? I saw the back to my side. I'm set. No, DA, that's dumbass for you people know what that is. DA, can you count to 3? He's over there. Get over there. Well, coach, I got a tackle. Yeah, for a first down. I could have done that. So again, in my opinion right now, and I could be totally wrong, observation, I got a bust by 15 because he's not reading the quarterback, and I got a bust by the safety with my stress call. They should have tackled us for maybe a 10-yard gain at worst instead of the first down. So those 2 guys got a minus on that play. Their production is a minus. Mm-hmm. If I didn't have me a glass of wine the night before, that's a double minus. I'm good to go.
All right. So you know what happened on that play, and we're seeing some guys kind of learning on the fly. I'm not making any excuses.
Sam, you're making an excuse. It's not learning on the fly. You out there playing, you're not learning on the fly. Go out there and make a play. Get on the sideline. Let the real players out there start playing.
All right.
Learn what to do.
Let's bring up the next one. All right, Vance. The next one in here. Let's pause it and
over 6 versus the RPO. Look, we're gonna see this versus Maryland and Penn State RPO. Now, they didn't throw the football, but if they did, we could have had some issues right now. So right now, they're in a 3-by-1 formation, and we're in over 6. See where the back is? How many guys over there, Sam? There's 4 guys over there. So that's a problem in itself. The backers, great alignment right now. Okay. So now this is going to be a counter with the back coming back this way. And the quarterback should be reading the defensive end to the linebacker to know whether to give or to pull it and throw the football. And it's based on did the defensive end chase, or did he stay? Did the linebacker chase, or did he stay? And every coach reads it differently, but that's the key. It starts at the defensive end, then back to the linebacker. So let's go. Let me see the offensive line right quick.
All right.
Go to the offense. So right now, you can see right now, we blocking. We doubling down to the backside linebacker. We have 2 pullers. The first puller, the guard, kicking out my man 17. The next puller is going to turn up and block the front side linebacker. The back is going to follow the guard and the tackle. This is the counter. The quarterback is his job to read what that defensive end is doing. And again, if that defensive end chases, he should pull the ball and throw the bubble. Okay, now, the back, so we're good with that. Everybody good with that, with the counter action. You can see that 1 and 2 are blocking. Number 3 is vertical. Technically, he's going to end up blocking a safety. But this is a great RPO, so get ready for this versus Penn State and versus Maryland down the road. I don't know anything about Rutgers offense at all. So here we go. Let's go to the defense, Sam.
All right.
So we just are in over cover 6, over defense. So in other words, the front has slid over. My fault, highlighting the quarterback and highlighting that receiver. Okay. The quarterback did a bad job, right? He didn't read this right. This play gonna hit for some yards. The quarterback, he should have pulled his ball and thrown it to the slot, because the slot would have been wide open on this particular play.
Okay.
So here we go. We're just in over cover 6. Okay. For the front, when I say over defense, in other words, the front is slid to the tight end side. So in this particular situation, because it's 2nd and 10, my man is in a 9 technique, which means he's outside the technique. You got a 3 technique to that side. That means that guy's over the guard. You got a nose, a 1 technique the other way. He could be in a shade on the center or a 2-eye on the guard. Then you got a 5 technique. And the linebacker is based on the alignment. So you can see that the back to the field, he's wider because he has a number 3 receiver, which means they're playing quarters behind him. My man, the nickelback, Lil Mike's quarter flat technique. The field corner's playing a 4th technique. The safety is the 4th technique. The other safety is the half field techniques. We got a cloud corner here to the left. So here we go, Sam.
All right. Let's go ahead and get it.
Okay, we highlighting the defensive end and the backer. That's who the quarterback will play. Okay, so here we go. You're getting a counter. I don't know if you can freeze that or not, Sam. I ain't worried about the run. Let's go back.
Okay.
Okay, so now what the quarterback saw, he saw my man, the linebacker hang for the high throw. Freeze it right there. See, the linebacker hang. He hung right there. So now what he sees, because he's hanging, I have no high throw, so it's a give play. So again, if the linebacker wasn't there, he's pulling that football. Also, look what the defensive end is doing. The defensive end is looking at him. So you got both those guys executing their responsibility. One guy, he's squeezing for the quarterback, the backer hanging right now for the high throw, the RPO to the number 3 receiver. Now talking about the run game, and I got to talk about my man number 17. Okay, I'm not a wrong shoulder teaching guy, because the guys will blow their shoulders out. So you're getting 2 pullers. He should have hit this guy more head up to inside, thinking about trying to get the backside puller. His job was not just to get the first puller, trying to get the backside puller also. He didn't do that. He went and buried himself clean. So now the tackle, he logged straight around, and now he's up on the backer. We got a problem. We got a problem. We've got a problem with number 17.
My question is, do you think he was wrong shouldering that on purpose? He got caught peak.
Sam, he wrong shouldered that. Let's just go, just run it and just freeze it when he hits that pulling guard if you can. Let it run. Okay, so here we go. It runs. Boom. Sam, guess who he hit?
Mm-hmm.
He played Olay. He hit nobody. He's too flat. He has to see the depth of the puller. He could have taken both of these guys out. Okay, now because of what he did, because he's playing a 9 technique, the tight end has a clean shot on a backer. So as you look at this picture right now, that don't look very good, does it? And so now you got the second pull on the corner, then we miss a tackle, and they get 9 to 10 yards. It starts with number 17, but when you run RPOs, technically they're short because you had two guys, a defensive end and a linebacker. They held backside for the quarterback and a high throw. So it's very important that defensive end does a great job on the counter. So we will be seeing this play again by Maryland, who runs this form of offense in Penn State. And it starts with number 17. But my only coaching point to the defensive end right here, the one at the top. See how he held? I would tell him to go full speed, like he's going to tackle that back, and then pop up on the quarterback. He gave the quarterback a good read because of what he did. He sat right there and he said, I'm sitting here waiting for you. So the quarterback knows right now to give the football. It's an easy read. The defensive end and a backer, it was a clean read for the quarterback. So the defensive end, I'm going to go back to my hip technique. I'm going full speed to the hip of that back because he went away. That quarterback going to say, this guy's going to take the dive. He's not going to pull it. And he's pop up on the quarterback. I saw Alabama and Georgia defensive end do the same thing. They close like they're taking a dive, and the quarterback pull it, and they blew the quarterback up for a tackle for loss. But when you sit and wait like that, it's an easy read for the quarterback, which means I should give the football. And it's just a coaching philosophy. It's based on what you're teaching and just sitting back and watching and coaching for years. I learned one thing. You sit and wait, you're going to miss the bus. The bus is gone. It done left the station. You went to the restroom, Sam. The bus left you in the restroom, brother. You got to wait for the next bus. And Sam, it don't leave till tomorrow.
Yeah.
It doesn't leave. Man, go. Make something happen. And that's just a coaching philosophy that I believe in from watching a lot of video and seeing people defend this play and being in the Big 12 and seeing this play almost every single week.
Did you feel like watching this, reviewing this game, Vance, that it was more MAs than this one in the first two?
I think what Bowling Green did a great job of is scheming our defense. We've got a lot of FSL, we got a lot of motion, and a lot of strange, different formations. So it kind of kept us off balance. In the first two ball games, they're a little bit more simpler as far as formations. We saw some formations to the boundary. But here, you saw a lot of it. You saw motion. You saw a variety of things that kind of kept us off balance. They made us think a little bit more.
Okay.
And I think that it slowed us down from being aggressive with something we saw in the first couple of ball games.
All right. Let's end on a pretty good note. We ought to be fans. We ought to be able to give a dissertation on Lightning based on how many times we've seen it, Vance.
I mean, look at the execution. I mean, look, the nickelback made him pitch the football. The corner beat the start block. The safety over. This is great execution right here. This is execution right here because the nickelback made the quarterback pitch it fast. The cornerback beat this guy. Look at the pursuit to the football. It's 3rd down and 1, and guess what they don't get? They don't get the first down. Now it's 4th down and 1. They got no yards. That's a great job. Great execution right here. Great execution right here. The backers did a great job scraping over the top. I mean, you couldn't play any better than that. I like it.
Yeah, number 12 did a hell of a job.
He did. He really did.
Yeah, that was outstanding. All right. Let's go back to it. Like you said, we like to end on a positive note. And so Quentin Johnson, love Vance. I know you were fired up about this interception right here.
I'm going to talk about the front first. We're in a bear look. We're in bear Mike. We send in Mike linebacker. So they blocking bear. We got center, both guards covered. So the nickel back is up like he's playing man-to-man. He's going to go back deep. I mean, great disguise. I mean, just the whole look right here on 3rd down and 4. Another great call.
If you on offense, what does that look like, man?
It look like it's bear man-to-man. They finna play man-to-man right now. They're in 46 defense. There's 0, 2 threes, 2 outside rusher. That means that my offensive line blocking 5 on 5. I better get this ball out of my hands fast. The quarterback is thinking pressure. And look at the safety to go to half field. This is a great disguise. He came down like he's playing half. He gets back to the half field and get an interception, Sam. That's a great job. I mean, great fundamentals. I mean, he has to do this over and over in practice to get this right. And that's a great job. Ready to
So
quarterback.
let's focus on that so people can appreciate it more. The safety right now is standing on the M at the top of your screen. So
No, I'm not
that's
just.
the
Yes,
fan,
he's on the M. He
right?
walking down. Freezer, Sam.
Okay,
He
okay.
goes to the half field. That's the guy gets the interception. So the quarterback sees that. He's saying he's got the tight end man to man. So I know I got man coverage. So it means outside the cornerbacks one-on-one. And so the quarterback say, anytime I got one-on-one, we're gonna take a shot on the corner.
But then
And
boom,
he gets back saying, this is a great job here.
and he
It's
gets
a
to he
great
gets
job. That's really nice. That's really nice. And good pressure up front. The quarterback was scared, thrown off his back foot. So it all tied together. Good pressure, great disguise, great execution of the defense. We come away with a big play, interception on defense. Nice job.
Yeah, we get a good look at it right here.
See the pressure on the quarterback? He had to step back. He's falling away. Now, you know, if I was coaching the corner, he just got a minus on his play. Because I'm going to ask him, why is he so far inside, Sam?
Mm-hmm.
Why is he there? I don't understand that. So, again, I'm pointing these things out because it's the opponents that we're going to play, they are looking at these things, trying to see how can we attack these guys. And so, again, that cornerback should have been squeezing more, should have been that far inside. I have no idea why he was there and how he got there. I really don't. So it's a lot of guys that they're playing in the secondary right now that they're doing a solid job. I didn't say a great job. I said a solid job. If it wasn't for the defensive front, we could have some issues in the back end. We need to clean those things up. So I'm waiting for all of our injured guys to get healthy. They're going to be rusty when they come back. It's great for these guys to get, and we can't help but continue to get better because those guys get a lot of reps, but we need other guys in there, Sam.
Yep. All right. So again, we like to end on a high note. This was impressive. This is a defensive lineman playing. Man, he is thinking the game too.
Yes, he is. They have a screen on this particular play. It's going to be a screen. And he reads the screen. I mean, defensive lineman, for him to read this. Some guys say, I got a free rush. I'm going to go at the quarterback. I mean, watch this. He saw it. Yeah. What a great job. I mean, so you're giving the ball to your offense on the 1 yard line. They should give a touchdown to the defense. It's a great job. This is a great job reading the screen. Sam, how much does he weigh?
He's about 300.
Man, come on, Sam. You know that probably about 315 in the biscuit, man. Come on. That's a great play. I mean, great read. He saw the back. He felt something wrong. I got a free release. No. He fell back. But that shows his athletic ability. Sam, watch him jump. Jump and intercept that ball. How many defensive linemen can do that?
See, but he feels that's outstanding.
Really is.
That is outstanding.
Man,
outstanding football play.
I'm gonna give credit to my boy Mike Elston. That boy coaching now. He back at home. He coaching, and these guys are taking his coaching. That's a great job. That's a great job.
Like, hey, it ain't this easy. It ain't this easy.
No, that's right. And my man 32 did a great job because you know what he didn't do? Take the quarterback to the ground. Mm-hmm. If he had taken the quarterback to the ground, they'd throw the flag. So again, he was thinking about the things he should and should not do. Yeah. Again, great game, a lot of good things out of it. There are some things that we need to clean up as we get into conference play. If not, people are going to take advantage of us, and they're going to move the ball on us.
All right. That was your lesson for the day. The Michigan football film study focused on the defense with Vance Bedford. Want to remind you, we don't own this footage. Because we don't own the footage, we make sure to let you know it is used strictly for the entertainment, education, and edification of you, the viewer. We do not make any money off of these videos. No monetization, no advertising, no sponsorship at all. But you can help fund the film study. If you get on the train, like Vance says, get on the train and click that link, that PayPal link right there in the description or at the top of the comment section. And you want to help fund the film study, that's how you can help show your love. Get Tiki some food. Help Vance get another buffalo steak, right?
And Sam, give me some Grecian Farming 44. My stuff getting really white down here. I'm showing my age, so I needed to buy some dye to darken it up just a little bit so I don't look like an old man.
That's going to do it, folks. So, hey, make that happen. And we'll make these film studies happen. We'll see you again next week. The Michigan Football Film Study focused on the defense with Vance Bedford.
Go Blue.